older man behaving kind of dangerous towards a couple young women.
He's pulled his pants down.
He was stamping his feet around these horses. He was trying to spook the horses and he was getting more aggressive.
There's this guy that's in harassing girls.
Up north, or?
Yeah, up north. He's just been shouting at us and a couple other people, and young toddlers as well.
What does he look like?
He's got blue shorts on and grey shirt. And he pulled down his pants for some time.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Will is now stationed at the North Tower.
Central to north.
This is north.
We've just got reports
Of a older man behaving kind of dangerous towards a couple young women.
he's pulled his pants down just in public.
Yeah, copy that. We got one.
It was a busy day. Anyone who's on this beach should feel safe and should feel, protected.
Well, we just started getting really nervous. He came really close to us and was trying to come to where we were sitting, so we left to come here.
They're pretty freaked out, as you can imagine.
Just sort of scanning, trying to find this person that fits the description. We just want to make sure everything's all right, make sure people are safe, people are happy, and if anything flares up, we've got the police just up the road.
Will's searching for him. Usually that kind of stuff would get reported to us, but we don't really have the powers to kick people off the beach. So yeah, we'd get the police down here. Yeah, at the moment, he's handling it on his own.
North Bondi to Central. Hey, I found the bloke. He's just in front of the gym here.
We want to call the police and get them to sort the situation out.
Yeah, copy, mate. He's not well. He's pretty all over the joint, so it's coming on him.
Will doesn't want to escalate the situation by approaching the man. Mounted police are already patrolling Bondi. Noah reports the incident.
Older bloke has supposedly dropped his pants. Hasn't been touching anyone, but he's just been a menace. Yeah, blue shorts, light colour shirt.
Down on the sand or on the promenade?
Just that kind of grassy patch north of the surf club.
Okay.
There were 2 police officers riding horses and they should be there quite soon.
As it escalated.
The man has become increasingly agitated.
It was starting to get a little bit more aggressive. I think he started to notice that I was watching him. So I just wanted to know where the police were.
Hey, John, talk about these cops, mate.
So when the police arrived, he was stamping his feet around these horses. One kick from then and it's lights out. He was trying to spook the horses and he was getting more aggressive.
Police question him.
Throughout summer, we get a fair few people who aren't in the right headspace to be in big crowds. They don't come down to cause trouble intentionally. Unfortunately, that's just their state of mind and they can't help it.
Police issue the man with a move-on order.
Unfortunately, the person can't help what they're doing. You don't know how someone's going to react who's not there mentally. So approaching situations like that with empathy, but with caution, I think it's the only way to go about it. Patience, empathy and caution.
All right, guys, no worries.
Thanks so much.
Talk to you later on.
Okay, that's done. Focus on the water now.
A woman approaches the tower to report an incident.
Somebody was about to smoke on the beach. He's completely wasted, and I told him he can't smoke here. His kid's right next to me, and he spit all over my face and all over my arms. Yeah, and wasted, absolutely drunk.
Maybe get for a little cruise with wheels.
Candace is a tourist from Canada.
You called me a lesbian and said you lesbian and you spit all over me.
I've grown up on this beach my whole life and I've never seen anything or heard of anything like that done to someone here. No, I don't stand for it.
He's right there in the blue hat.
Blue hat?
Right here.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Lifeguards don't have powers of arrest, but there are enforceable rules about smoking and drinking.
When I got close to him, he was rolling a ciggy and reeked of alcohol.
Hey, mate. Hey, buddy. Sorry, mate, I've just been informed that you spat on a female.
I didn't spit on a female.
Well, you're intoxicated.
He was on the back foot as soon as I got up to him.
I was told by her, I don't care, mate, it's no smoking on the beach. You're intoxicated. We have witnesses saying that you spat and kicked sand on her.
Did I spit on anyone? I didn't spit on anyone, mate.
Will's got him now.
I was trying to speak quietly, so it didn't draw too much attention.
You and your mate can either get off the beach.
Here we go.
I thought he was going to try and have a swing. But I wasn't confronted or scared of him.
Just to explain to you, I don't understand
listen,
what
mate.
the problem is.
I'm not going to ask you and your mate to get off the beach, or I'm going to call the cops.
I reckon a light wind would have knocked him over.
Good on you, mate. Have a good day. Keep walking. Go. Yeah, no worries, mate.
I thought it was extremely satisfying to help Candace. I've got sisters, I've got a mum, I've got a partner. If I wasn't around, I'd hope that someone would step in and do the job that I did for them.
If anything else happens, come here.
I will, thank you.
No worries.
It's Will's first confronting situation at Bondi. But then, just as he arrives back at the tower...
The member of public grabbed me just before I got into the door.
Hey, please.
Yeah, mate.
Got a report of a bloke jumped the fence at the back of near the car park. He's jumped over and he's stuffed himself up. So
You sort of get a call like that, alarm bells ring, and you snap into action pretty quick.
Is he one of your mates, but you don't know him?
No, we just saw him jump over the fence, over where the road is, and landed down there. And he's holding himself.
Off the wall here.
Off the wall, yes.
You hear that someone's fallen from a height. First thing you think is they've hit their head. You take those things pretty seriously.
It's a 2.5 metre fall onto concrete.
From far away, he looked dead.
Will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mate, where are you? Gon's going to come give you a hand.
Brother, I'm just behind the hill, up in that back car park there.
Right, mate, perfect. He'll be there in a sec.
Buddy, hey. Mate. Hey. Hey.
Rubbing the sternum is one way to assess consciousness.
Hey. Still wasn't responding, so I thought that there was something immediately wrong.
Hey, Central, the bloke, he's not very responsive. He's breathing. He smells like he's drunk a fair bit, but I think he might have done a bit of damage to himself.
Righto, mate. Do you want me to get an ambo down?
I reckon I'll probably get an ambo.
Yeah, for sure. I'll get your barcode out on the line.
Buddy.
Will can't be sure if the fall caused the teenager to become unconscious or something else.
Buddy.
So you saw it just from here?
From there, yeah.
Did he land in between this?
He landed in between there, yeah.
Did he land on his feet or did he land on his... You didn't say that?
I didn't see that. I just saw him jump over when I was walking across the road, so that's when I came and got you guys.
First-year lifeguard Will hasn't dealt with a medical emergency like this.
Buddy. Still breathing. Yeah, the bloke's, he's not responsive at all. He's breathing. Everything's pretty normal, but he's just not awake. Yeah, copy that.
Head lifeguard Hoppo, Gonzo and off-duty lifeguard Harrison assist.
First thing we did is we got in there and just did the sternum rub.
What's your name?
When we found out he's conscious, went through all the checks for spinal.
I reckon he's landed on his feet and fallen on his elbow.
Will's had a look. There's no bleeding or anything from there.
Gonzo and myself worked out that he had landed feet first. That was the best of the worst situation.
Oh, mate.
Lifeguards are concerned he may also be drug and alcohol affected.
Mate, can you tell us what you've taken? Any alcohol or drugs? Yeah. What have you taken, mate? Just we've got to try and help you out. What have you taken? Heroin?
MDMA. As soon as we heard drugs were involved, we were thinking it might have been an overdose. How much MDMA have you had?
I was quite concerned.
Just
He reeked of alcohol.
alcohol.
He'd supposedly taken MDMA, and I don't know how much he'd taken.
How many?
The person at the other end of his phone may have answers.
Mate, I need to ask you a few questions. How much has he had? He's told us he's taken MDMA.
No, he's not. He's just drinking.
Mate,
He's not getting into trouble.
He's not going to get into trouble, but we just need to know because your mate's, he's not in a good way.
No, I wouldn't lie to you. He hasn't taken, from what I know, he hasn't taken any drugs. I'm from a shot.
All right.
And then his mate started rocking up. And the situation just escalated. They saw the cameras, they saw the crowds.
Hey, is this your mate?
I'm best mates with him, bro.
Yeah, all right.
That's all right.
Just stay there. Please stay there.
Well, we just need to know how much is he owed.
Watch out, like, step away from
At least
me.
you got a vodka.
Not even a whole one.
Not a whole one, but some.
It looks more than alcohol. It's more than alcohol, mate.
Just waiting for him to walk up to the church.
They kept trying to get really close to him.
Can I please have the word to him? Mate, he's not responding to us. He's not going to respond to you.
They were young, full of grog, and I think, yeah, the emotions just got the better of him.
Lifeguard's immediate concern is that he could choke on his own vomit.
Yeah, I reckon we get him out now. He's had half a bottle of vodka, he's taken an MDMA, and he's in between a parking meter and a wall. So we knew we had to move him out of that position just in case he did vomit.
Just keep him in the shade.
We needed to make sure that he was on his side and had the best chance to not, put that back down into his lungs.
The ammo's just coming down the parade now.
Half a bottle of vodka. Yep. And he's told us he's had MDMA.
Okay, fantastic. Did he have MDMA?
The gentleman came over, I saw him jump off the wall.
Jumped feet first?
I assume there's no injury to his head or anything, so...
As a precaution, paramedics use a spinal collar and board.
The whole time I was really hoping that the kid would end up getting them fluids up out of him.
Let's get him out of here, mate.
But if he vomits on his back, it's going to go down into his lungs.
Then, at the most precarious moment, the worst thing happens.
Have you got the airway there?
The teenager's airway is now the priority. The spinal collar must be removed.
Have you got the airway there? All right. Flip side.
As disgusting as it is when someone vomits, in this situation, it was really good. You knew this kid was getting some of that liquid out of him.
His airway is now safe. At hospital, the teenager will be treated for an overdose and assessed for other injuries.
Taking drugs can turn people into another person. Your friend wanders off, probably thinks he can fly, and falls off a wall.
It's fine. It's all good. He's a soldier.
But if we weren't there, he could have choked on his own vomit. He would have died.